Hey everybody, we're back. Very excited. We have our Google guru joining us again today.
How you doing?
So today we wanted to talk about because we've had experience with this with clients that we've worked for in the past, and then people that we just sort of fell into our lap, which is who Brett is going to discuss today. Of the hazards of not owning, being the primary owner of your Google business page.
Exactly. There's a lot of benefits to owning your own Google page. You get to do a lot of things, but there's also the downside if you don't own it. It can really affect you in negative ways. It can, uh, people can steal your business, quite literally. So, do you want to start with some of the benefits, Michelle, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just typing this in here because I think it's important for the banner to go across the bottom of the page so
Okay,
that people can
so
see that.
some of the benefits for Google owning your own Google business page is that you get to change the information,
Mhm.
change the hours, change, respond to reviews, respond to messages, basically anything, post to Google. All the things that you need to do to really get your Google page going well, you can do when you own your page.
Mhm.
So there's lots of benefits, and they've been well covered here and other everywhere else. And people generally know, okay, yeah, I've got to be able to do that to change my info and talk to people and that sort of stuff. But some of the things we ran across was the negatives that Michelle was talking about, and that is really people losing out on traffic, calls, um, their page being hijacked completely, and things going everywhere else. So that's really, really important to make sure you have your business page and you check on it.
Yes.
So we had this one company that um, all of a sudden they showed up on another page, and same business, but a different phone number. So same business title in a different part of the same town in Denver. And they had no clue who this was. They had no clue where it came from. Uh, we called the number, and it was the same industry, uh, security and electronics. And they tried to set us up with an appointment. So it was a scam. And what they'd done is they'd gone out and found somebody who did not have their business claimed.
Mhm.
And it doesn't matter what kind of business it is. This happened to be a massage place,
That they hijacked the massage place's Google business page.
and
Yeah.
changed the name to what they wanted it to read.
Mhm.
And they were able to verify it, put their own information in there, get all that going. And it was a little crazy because you think, oh, they won't be able to do that. Well, they absolutely did.
Mhm.
And then we had to get involved. We had to contact Google, which is never easy. It's like trying to contact Facebook. They're just sort of woo, out there. Who knows where they are, what they do, if they really exist. So we got that done. We got control. They gave me control of the page, and I had to go since the massage uh, parlor owner doesn't speak much English. He and his sister, I think, run it, and they've had all kinds of problems. And mainly, it's because it's English second language. They didn't know how to communicate with all these people trying to set this stuff up.
Mhm.
So it took me a couple months to actually go down there and talk to them and give them primary control as an owner and say, here, don't give this to anyone, and make sure you
Right.
do this and this. And it worked out much better in person. But yeah, that person lost all the calls to their business. They lost all traffic. They lost, we were able to get their reviews back. We were able to get it turned back on, rename it to their business and all that good stuff. But if we hadn't been working for that security company and seen that, they could still not have a Google page or had to start over while this company or these people stole their Google page.
Right.
It
And
just has to be lucky.
it was bizarre because it was weren't they were using the same exact name. It's just the phone number was different. So they were diverting calls from the actual business to this scam business.
Right. The our clients
Mhm.
were a security company, and the Google page was named the exact same as the
Mhm.
company we're working for. They
Mhm.
picked a good one out there in. They did a Google search and said, "Oh, these people get a lot of traffic. We're going to steal the east side of town's traffic from them by changing this Google page a little farther away from them, and all the people closer to this Google page than their original location will call this number."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane, and I think right now I've noticed especially, there's just a lot of hacking and nefarious things going on from people who are just trying to hijack certain things, take over information rather than building from scratch. They're just trying to get in there and drive traffic to their location, and they don't care who they step on to do it.
No. And they're using a Google page that has already been there, has already got reviews. They just changed the name. It hasn't been claimed. If you
Mhm.
started up your own business Google page and did that, you wouldn't get any traffic because it's not established. So they
Mhm.
know what they're doing. They
Yeah.
know Google pages that have been there a while and have reviews and have the traffic, have the some things done to them will get more traffic and get more calls. And they did that.
Mhm.
Normally those are hard to find if they haven't been claimed, but they found it.
Well, and another thing that I've noticed is, and I'm not sure if Google still has it out there. There was a period of time where it always asked, "Do you own this business?" And even if someone owned it,
Right.
that still showed up, and it was sort of Google's way of making sure that you owned your business, for prompting you to go in and making sure you were the
It
primary
was
owner.
causing some confusion, so I think they
Yes.
got rid of that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while. Um,
Good.
so I expect that's gone, but Google rolls things out or takes things away in increments. So it could
Hmm.
still exist in certain places where it'll ask everybody that visits that page, do you own this business? And other places it's not showing it. But right now I haven't seen it.
Yeah. And it's interesting because a lot of people think I'll just set up that Google business page and then they don't do anything with it uh, after the fact. And the problem is if by not showing that page some love and some attention, you are missing out on traffic being diverted to you and really creating a pretty amazing online presence.
Absolutely. You're not going to get it stolen if you've claimed it, but then you need to, like you say, give it some love, give it some
Hmm.
attention, because I mean, the amount of traffic you can drive to a local business through a Google My Business page is truly phenomenal when you put a little effort towards it.
Exactly. Well, and I think that one thing that we want to stress, whether it's with, our marketing agency or anyone that you work with that is helping you with your Google business page, you need to stay as the primary owner. You need
Never
to
do that.
absolutely own that page. Never give that away to anybody. Anyone who is helping you work on the page, say, for example, someone like me or someone like you, making them a manager so that you can remove them at any time. But
Or an owner,
you'll
but as
yeah,
not primary owner,
right, exactly.
because an owner can do more things. They can add other users. They can
Mhm,
do some things that are useful for people in our position, but not as a primary owner. You
right,
don't give the keys to your car, your title, your mortgage, or the keys to your house to anyone else.
right.
Why the heck are you doing it for this? Don't do it. Stop.
Yep, yep, it doesn't make any sense at all. So, yeah, and I just like I said, I know sometimes it feels like we're just beating our heads against a brick wall sometimes to explain this to clients and potential clients, but it is vitally important because, like you said, it took you a couple of months to get that page figured out, to get it, turned back over to the original
Yeah,
owners,
they stopped
and
getting calls. I
yeah.
mean, this is a place that is by a truck stop. Um, they've got transient traffic, so truckers are all bruised and beat up from driving and want a massage, and they look and it's right across the street, and they don't even show up
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
2 months. So,
Yeah, that's scary. I mean, especially when you're relying on people coming through the door and for you to make money. That's a little scary to not have that access on Google anymore.
yep.
Yeah,
But I think we covered that.
I think we did. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. And what we're doing going forward, you guys, so we have Peter Brissett. He was on last week with us. He's going to be on once a month talking about all things websites. Brett will be joining us talking about all things Google. And then we are getting set up with a couple of other people, someone for social media and someone for LinkedIn and analytics and things like that. So it's nice to have some experts in the field so that we can talk about things and present scenarios so that you know how important it is to have control not only of your Google business page, but a lot of other things as well.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So thanks again, Brett, for joining us. And
Thank you.
we will see you the next time we broadcast about Google.
Have a good one.